Howdy folks, welcome back to Langston Creek Farm, and I know you've been dying to know what we're going to do with this PVC. Well, today's the day. This is 1-inch PVC, and I've got these cut into about 4-foot sections, and these here are cut in about 10-foot sections. And then I got some rebar here, and the rebar is about 4 or 5 foot, give or take or so. And then we got some mule tape here, or some people call it pull tape. And then we've got some pieces of T connectors. These are 1.5 inches. And then we've got some 3-way connectors, 1.5 inches. So what are we going to do with that? Stay tuned, find out. All right, folks, well, we've got a couple of the 10-footers here. We got a couple of the 4-footers. We got some more down here, some more down yonder. I got my tape line measured out here to 20 foot. And this is what we're going to build our tomato trellises out of. Now, there's been a lot of different styles that I've researched, and most everything works. The tomatoes that I'm planting are San Marzanos, and they are indeterminate. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these pieces of rebar here, and they're a little over 5 foot, and we're going to drive them down in the ground here a little bit, a foot or so. And then we're going to take these 1-inch PVC, and we're going to slide them down over top of that rebar to give it a little bit more stability. And then we're going to drive them down on in the ground if we can. And then we're going to get our couplings down, and they're going to run them down the bed and then back down the other side. We're going to have 2 rows of tomatoes here in this bed, and we're going to do a string trellis with our pull tape that we got up there. These are 48-inch beds. I took 48, divided by 3, and I got 16. Well, at least I did on my ciphering. And we're going to move 16 inches in, and then that's where we're going to put a stub up. We're going to plant a row down through there at 16 inches, and then we'll have 16 inches here in the middle, and then we'll have another stub and another row of plants, and then 16 inches on that end. So and that's what we're looking at. We'll start about right here. These things ain't exactly straight, and I want the boat end out this way to keep tension on it. It's gonna be a tall trellis. They say indeterminates grow really tall. I don't know if they grow that tall or not. Definitely could have went with 1.25 inches, but it'll work for now. All right, folks, well, there you have it. That's going to be our tomato trellis. Not the prettiest thing, but as long as it works, that's all that matters. So we're going to take some of that mule tape that's up there. We're going to tie that there and then run it down to the plant, and then we're going to wrap the tomato plant around that string as it grows up. That's what it's going to support it there. So I mean, it's not the sturdiest, but I'll probably take a screw and run it down through the corner connection here, down into this pipe, and then down into this one, just to make it a little bit more sturdy. But I mean, I think it'll hold up just fine, just to give it a little bit more stability. And you ask, why didn't you put a connector here in between these two? I'd had to buy a 4-way connector, and these here are 3-ways, and that's just a T 3-way. I want to try to get out as most cost effective as I could have. So that's what we're going to use, not only here, but we're going to build some over here, because we grow our squash and zucchini vertical, and it's not going to be quite this high. That's what some of these shorter ones down here is going to be for. But we'll be putting some more in here and here as well. We're going to be getting ready for our planting that's coming up here in the next few days. We're going to get our tomatoes and our peppers in this bed here. We're getting excited about getting those in the ground. They've been growing inside. We've been introducing them outside. I'll take you over and show you what they look like here in just a second. All right, folks, well, this is our San Marzano indeterminate tomatoes that we're going to be growing. This is since we've up-potted them. We've had them inside. We got them out here getting acclimated to the outside. We've had them out here for just a few hours today. We'll take them back inside for tonight, bring them back out tomorrow, and then we'll do that for the next 3 days. And then on the 4th day, they'll stay outside. 5th day, they get planted. We've only lost one of them, so we're going to have 23 to get in the ground. That's going to be quite a bit of tomatoes. So if you're interested in some San Marzanos to make some sauce, leave me a comment below. If you're in central North Carolina, we might can get up. We're going to have quite a bit on our hands. We definitely like to make some spaghetti sauces and salsas with these. First time growing these type, so we're excited about that. We're going to see how they do, but we're really excited about getting them out here and trying out our trellis, seeing how that does. So stay tuned for the next one. In the meantime, take care.